Good morning and welcome to day 3 of Vlogmas. It's Friday today. I have dropped the kids at school and it was a frantic morning, so I didn't actually have a chance to get breakfast before dropping the kids at school. So I have sat down having got home and I have opened my advent calendars and I've had a couple of crumpets. And I thought I'd share my advent calendars with you. And then I need to go to the post office, drop off all of the clubs. I need to pop to Sainsbury's on the way home. Arthur's football club does, every year at this time of year, they do two things. They do a big Christmas hamper raffle. So each of the clubs within his club, does that make sense? He plays for a club that has teams. That's a better terminology. He plays for a club that has teams all the way from kind of starting school, primary 1, all the way up to adult. And each team puts together hampers, and then there's raffle tickets that get sold throughout all of the teams in the club, and then people can win the hampers. So we have a hamper of nice little goodies, and everybody donates something for the hamper. So I need to go and pick up something for the hamper. And then our team also puts together a couple of kind of hampers, but for the food bank. So everyone donates a couple of items for the food bank, and then we give all of that to the food bank at Christmas as well. So I need to go and pick up a few bits for the prize hamper and a few bits for the food bank. So I'm going to do that. I have to go past Sainsbury's on my way back from the post office anyway, so that's quite nice and convenient. Talking of food bank, I haven't mentioned, it's day 3 and I've not mentioned this yet. It is underneath the video, there's a little drop down box with information about where you can find me and all of that kind of stuff. And there is a little note there, but every year during December, we donate the profits that we make. So basically we donate the revenue that's generated through the YouTube ads. We donate it to our local food bank, and we're going to do that again this year. So although I've not mentioned it yet, that will be happening again this year. It usually works out at about £100, something like that, because I mean, Vlogmas is an exceptional vlog series, so normally I don't make that much through YouTube at all. But Vlogmas is watched more regularly, and yeah, daily videos, more. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, my point being, if you are willing to let the ads run, there will be ads at the beginning of the video and the end of the video. I don't put ads in the middle of the videos because I know how annoying that can be. So there will be ads run at the beginning and the end of the video. If you can let them run, just make yourself a cup of tea where they're running or something like that, then all of the ad revenue that we generate throughout the whole of December will be going to our local food bank. So you'll be helping out with that. Right, what else did I want to say? I don't know. Let's show you some advents before I talk for 10 minutes. I've opened them all. We have the Fiberfox Advent today, which is Weeping Willow, another gorgeous green. What I'm kind of waiting for this one is to see how different the colours are. I'm expecting it to be a fade, so I'm expecting them to be quite similar kind of from day to day. But just to work out what project they're going to go into, I need to see a few days first before I make a decision. But that is beautiful. And then we have my Craft House Magic mini for today. Oh, there we go. Which is this beautiful pink. I've got the Craft House Magic on Sparkle as well. I did cast the project on yesterday, so I will show you that a little bit later on. I didn't quite get the whole of the first mini in because I had some issues with the cast on, but it is cast on, and I'm gonna wind this one up a little bit later on. Then we have I Live to Like You from Pretty in Pink as the inspiration for today's Lonely Knitter podcast. Now, I'm wondering if she's done something like a fade this year, because this is a second pink, another pink in a row. So that'll be interesting to see, because that will change possibly what I do with this advent. We'll have to wait and see, but it's very pretty pink. Then we have Phantasmal Force from the Corner of Craft. That's gorgeous. And from Erin's Henny Penny Makes All I Want for Christmas one, we have this gorgeous mini, which is called Catalogue Browsing, and a little bit of information all about kind of there's kind of such a part of Christmas for me. I used to love looking through the Argos catalogue before writing my letter to Santa. My favourites were the board games and creative sets, and my sisters always looked at the dolls. Nowadays with internet shopping, it feels so different, but really we're just browsing the online catalogues instead. I like it when you get a little bit of information. And then the final one is the mermaid for today. So this is the Castle View Yarns mermaid. So we've got another speckly pink. It's really, really pretty. And I was going to show you this because I'd forgotten to dig this out yesterday. But with Jen's Advent, she's done, so all the yarns have got mermaid names. So today's is Athena Glimmer Bubble. But then she's got a little bit about what is your mermaid name. So take the first letter of your name and the month of your birth. So I am Angelica Sunshine Splash. See if I can put that up there and get that to focus. There we go. If you pause, then you can work out what your mermaid name is. And let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments what your mermaid name is, because I think that would be really fun. Right, that is all of those. I'm gonna cake them all up again today, I think. And then when I suddenly get inspiration about which projects I want to do, they're all ready to go, aren't they? So, as I said, I've got all of my packing done yesterday really quickly and easily. So today's going to be a bit of a quieter day. I'm going to get ahead with a bit of colour of the month stuff, I think. Yeah, and things like that. And hopefully this evening we'll be putting up the Christmas tree. So we will share that with you a bit later on. I have finally got the October and November colour of the months all skeined up. It's taken me so long, it's ridiculous. It's December and they're still not in the shop. They'll be in the shop next week, but oh well. This is the, oh, I can't remember which way round they are. This is the November one. Yeah, this is the November one. This lighting is not brilliant. But yeah, that's November. I've got a green mini to go with it. And I did manage to get a swatch cast on at the retreat. So that is how November knits up. And then this one here is October. So just kind of red and rusty speckles. There's a little undertone of like a turquoisey greeny kind of colour in there, which I'm not sure is going to come across very well on the camera in this light, but that's that one. And then we've got like a little sort of pale bluey green mini that goes with it. And again, I managed to get a swatch cast on of that one as well, so you can see how it knits up. I'm pleased with both of these. I do need to get them in the shop though. So yeah, they'll be going in the shop next week sometime, and I'm going to dye up December. December's colour of the month will get dyed up on Monday, probably sometime next week, to go in the shop as well. I am planning on keeping the colour of the month next year, but I'm going to be doing it slightly differently. I'm going to be doing it more like a club. So basically, I'm going to dye it up. So actually, I'll be dyeing up January's this month as well. So you'll get to see that at some point during Vlogmas. But yeah, so I'll dye them up the month before, and then on the first of the month, so the 1st of January, you'll get a photo will go up online of the colourway, the inspiration board, and then I'll open it up for pre-orders for a week, and then they'll get dyed up like that. So yeah, a bit more like a club, but I love the colour of the month because it's always a good chance to experiment and have some fun.
girl and a dog. The girl was The Fox and the Crow. One fine day, Fox came across a fat piece of meat behind the butcher's shop. He licked his lips. "What a lucky fox I am," he said. "But I'm full from my lunch right now. I shall save this meat for my tea." So he picked it up carefully and trotted home with it between his teeth.
The wonders of life got the prettiest side for everyone to enjoy. Standing up close by the Christmas tree, glimmering light, I am right where I wanna be. I will be home for a couple of days, wander around with you. You and me in the cold, thought it'd never be true. Wherever I go, I got you. Oh, I have stopped running, there is no way trying. You better loosen your belt. Drinking hot wine by the fire, don't care of anything else. It's Christmas, and some kind of love, my friend. I'll pray it will never end. Do you like to be here too? It's Christmas, and outside snow's glistening. It's just you and me tonight. I'll spend all this Christmas with you. Oh, it's such a charm, got you up in my arms. There's nobody at the door. You said I wish this will never be.
It is now a fair bit later in the evening. Turns out putting the Christmas tree up on a Friday evening after the kids have had a long week at school is not always the best idea, because they got tired and grumpy and behaviour deteriorated. As it does. Real life and all that. But they are now in bed. Tom has just finished tucking Arthur in, and we can relax a little bit. I was going to get the kids to do fact of the day in front of the Christmas tree, and it was going to be all nice and idyllic, but you know, these things don't always work that way. But I do have a fact of the day for you. And I thought I'd keep it on theme with Christmas trees and decorating Christmas trees. So, did you know that the tradition of decorating Christmas trees is relatively recent in the scheme of history? Did that make any sense? I don't know. It only really started in the Victorian times, because it was introduced from Germany, and I think it was Prince Albert, Queen Victoria's husband, who first introduced it to us in the Victorian times. And they used to be decorated with candles and nuts and things like that. Less fancy, I guess, than they are nowadays. But there we go. Decorated Christmas trees since the Victorian times. Anyway.
And that's a fact.
Tom is currently lying on the floor doing his exercises for his bad back and adding stuff. Anyway, I am going to go. I am going to work on my Advent wrap this evening. I am going to have a cup of tea and get ready for the weekend, really.